Welcome to the podcast. Today we have a special guest, Turbo Double B. Did I get it right?
Nah, Turbo T Double.
Turbo T Double. Okay. Welcome to the podcast. Today I got a special guest, Turbo T Double, and we have a lot of exciting stuff to unpack. I'm really excited to hear his story and how he got into the industry. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming all the way out here. It was a mission.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
You trekked up here.
Yeah, like an hour and a half.
Yeah, road trip.
Road trip.
Did you get snacks?
I didn't. I just drank a lot of water on the way.
Did you have to pee?
Yep.
Yeah, right when you got here.
As soon as I got here, that's what I did. First thing.
Bro, so yeah, tell me about how you got started. So you weren't born out in California, but pretty much grew up out here.
Yeah, I was born in Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Moved to LA at 6 months old, and then essentially lived all over the state of California, down from Brawley, which is like near Mexico in the desert, to Bakersfield, which is in Central California.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time in Bakersfield, lived in San Jose for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, West Covina, just been all around the state.
Well, how come you just moved all over? Just
like my mom's
family?
work. Yeah, my mom's work, so
that's cool.
Yeah, it caused a lot of moving around.
But you got to experience a lot, so that's
yeah. I'm grateful. To this day, I still like move around as much as possible. I'm like 12 countries in, trying to do some more.
Lived in 12 different countries?
Not lived. Like the longest time I spent was in Ireland for like 2 years.
What?
But I've been to like Japan 5 times.
Let's go. I love Japan.
You know, Czech Republic.
I haven't been there.
Germany.
Damn, you spent 2 years in Switzerland?
No, in Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
Yeah. I started off in Mullingar, which is like a really small country city or town, if you will. Then I went over to Dublin, visited Belfast, West Cork.
Jeez, what took you out there?
So I have an interesting fan base essentially. Everywhere I travel is for music. So in Ireland, I had a friend out there named Elliot who essentially hosted me at his house so I could do my first show in Europe.
What?
And I was at the Grand Social on Grafton Street in Dublin.
Dang. Yeah. And then you just were like, fuck it, 2 years later?
Well, yeah, just a lot of opportunities came from that.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a Jimi Hendrix movie out there in Bray, Ireland. Jeez. After doing my show in Dublin because Andre 3000 attended my show, first show.
That's crazy.
And invited me to be in that movie. So I just kind of went with the flow of things, how it was working out.
That's dope, bro. How was it living out there?
It was cool, man. A lot of rain. The people in Ireland are generally very inquisitive and smart from my experience. They're really smart people. I really enjoyed it out there.
What how old were you when you were out there?
So I should have told you this before, but a lot of questions that deal with timelines and ages, I'm really bad at it. So I kind of just time isn't real, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
I just
true.
kind of just keep living. But it was in 2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago, around that time.
Jeez. I mean, shit, we're coming up on 10 years. 2015 feels like it was just not that long ago.
Yeah, so crazy, man.
Man, yeah, time is not real. That's a whole topic of discussion. Bro, so then was that before you started your career in the film industry or?
No, that was after. Yeah. So technically in 05, 06, I started my YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. So I started producing music videos.
Okay.
So that was what got the attention of some of my mentors in film. They saw my music videos and felt that I had the capacity to work professionally in the industry.
Dope.
So I would say 05, 06 is when I started. I didn't get into my first union until 2011.
Oh, dang.
Costume union, yeah.
Oh, dope. How's that experience been? Is there love for it or is it just a job type shit?
No, it was a very educational experience. I look at it I'm very grateful for every job I worked on, from iCarly to Westworld, Avatar 3, whatever, because it allowed for me to prepare for this next step in my life, which is producing a television series.
Oh, sick. That's coming up?
That's coming up next, yep.
Are you already in motion with that or?
Yeah, we're 2 years into it now.
Oh, what? 2 years into it, it's already launched and everything? What?
Well, I have the team. So I have my attorney. My attorney produced the film Good Will Hunting.
Oh, sick.
2 other producers on my television series produced The Hurricane, which is the movie with Denzel from '99, And then the other producer produced the Jamie Foxx show, which has over 100 episodes.
What?
So I've been building a team, a solid team.
Yeah.
And it all stemmed from I was a sound technician on this TV show called Players. It was on Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
It was about League of Legends. It was like a League of Legends based show, and there was an actor on there named Dejur Jones who we essentially hit it off, and Dejur and his partner Trent created a story that was really cool, and they asked me to produce on it, and that was the beginning of that journey.
Man, that's so crazy. So I own a media company, marketing firm, if you want to call it, called Pathfinder Productions. And we do a lot of mostly client work, social media, content, marketing, ads, shit like that. And then I want to say in like 2023, I had this idea like somehow we could get into film. And I'm in Las Vegas, right? Like I live in Vegas, so there's not as much of that yet. Like there's a lot of the industry moving there, but like I was like, hell yeah, I think I could do this, right? Like I have a full production staff. Like I have writers, we write ads and all kinds of, you know what I mean? I have like a full staff. So I was like, we could use our resources and produce shit like pretty easily. Like, so what happened was we started making a bunch of pilots, just like concepts of stuff, and then started to like reach out to anybody that we could and like, you know, offer, like totally offering it on a platter, like, hey, this could be yours. You could do whatever you want. Like, we just want something. Like, I didn't know how the industry worked. And so I was like super turned off by it because there's so much like politics or like so many like barriers of entry with like so many gatekeepers. And I was just like giving them shit. And I was just like, man, I mean, it wasn't making me any money. It was actually costing me a lot of money. And so I just lost the love for it. I was like, man, fuck this. Like, if I want to produce some shit, I'll produce a show on YouTube and I'll like market it and it could, you know, then I could have more leverage. But I just kind of, so how do you navigate that? Like, you know, what, like, how do you kind of position yourself in places to win? So
for the film industry, a lot of the bigger productions, you have to be part of a union to even step on set.
Yeah.
So fortunately, my YouTube activity caught the attention of those people who showed me the ropes, essentially. And like, there's a guy named Scott Budnick and Chris Dangle. Scott Budnick produced the Hangover series. Chris Dangle was a costume designer at iCarly. They found my YouTube, and they essentially told me the game, like how it works. And Scott put me through a film program, two-year program after I earned my bachelor's in English from Cal State Bakersfield. And, you know, half of the battle is showing up and then doing the work and then being available, right? So after I got my first job at Nickelodeon, I didn't have any contacts outside of that world.
Right.
So it required me to send out my resume to the costume union, to different people. And eventually there was a man named Juan Lopez who got me onto Westworld season 1. And that opened up the door even more for me. I got more visibility. And essentially my whole career has just been leveraging project to project, doing a good job on each one. And ironically enough, I always wanted to be a sound guy originally. But it was very difficult to get into sound. And it took me literally 12 years to finally get into sound. And so now I hold 2 membership cards, 705 and 695. And I credit that.
Those are the unions?
Those are the 2 unions that I'm in. They're all part of the IATSE, which is the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. And yeah, it's just like being available, doing the job correctly, and networking is how I've been navigating.
Just doing a good job at like the tasks. Like, so if you're like a boom operator, just kill it at booming and kill it at, I mean, I don't know all the steps that go into it.
Facts. And be early. Be early to work. I'm always like an hour early.
And just like help out. Like how do you stand out on set? Just do extra shit or like?
No, you don't work off the clock per se, but you don't ever want to do that. But just being there and letting whoever hired you, because you know, as in the film industry, you don't have a boss. Like you're like an independent contractor. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was reliable. That they saw that, hey, this person stands by their word. They said they're gonna be here. They'll be there.
Yeah.
And I just kept that reputation going.
Just project to project.
Project to project, yep.
And so now, like, going into being a producer on like a project where, you're a producer on it, what's like, how has that world been?
It's been really cool because again, leveraging the information that I learned on set, learning about all the different departments from hair and makeup to the grips to the lighting department, and even down to like in the costume department. You know, there are different strategies that costumers and designers have to save money, save production money, or make production spend more money. And like knowing these things allows for me to be a better producer when it comes to like putting the team together and getting the shot or capturing the story.
So what's the process like in like, is it like a scripted show, like a reality show?
It's
or
a
like
scripted show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then, so what's that process like? Like, I mean, from like ground zero to like air on a network.
So the biggest challenge, or I would say like the biggest challenge that I face producing this TV series is understanding the workflow of a team and how to continue to build the script. You know, we had a script originally 2 years ago, and you look at the script today, it's changed for the better.
Yeah.
And that comes from being open-minded enough to take advice and criticism from the other producers on my show who have far more experience. We had a table read where we read the script in front of an audience, and they gave us their feedback.
With like the actors that are going to be on board?
Yeah, with the actors. We had the main actors, and then we hired some more actors to read the other parts.
Oh, okay.
Just so that we can get it in front of an audience and see how it resonated. Yeah, how it resonated.
So you have to first, like the first step's like write the story and the script, and then you have to hire actors. Like that's the next step.
Well, I never wrote this script that I'm producing, but it usually does start. Right. Yeah, it usually does start with a script.
So whoever the writers are on and then.
Yeah, the thing is like about producing television shows. What I've noticed, like I have a friend who. He's responsible for a huge TV series, right? And I don't want to name the series, but I know that they started on YouTube. Like they started off with just doing the work. Like,
the series?
Their series, yeah. And then it ended up at HBO. You know, so what that taught me was that everyone has ideas,
right?
But there's a difference between having an idea and actually executing. Yeah, and that's how you separate the two different people, especially in the city where everyone talks. Yeah. You know, to get the receipts, you have to actually do the work. And a lot of people I find are afraid to do the actual work.
Why do you think that is?
Because a lot of people are afraid of failure, I think. In my life, I fail all the time. Yeah. And like I put out stuff that'll get no likes sometimes. But the reason why I'm comfortable doing that is because the intention behind creating the art in the first place was never to please people or never to appease to an audience. It was for expression, and maybe along the way, people will gravitate towards the message.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I think that's why you do it. And going to like to know and not to do is not to know. So it's like you could be like, I know how to produce a TV show, but it's like if you've never done it, like, you really don't know what it takes. You know what I mean? Right. And so it's funny because we just opened up the studio here, and the next one's almost done. And so I'm like reaching out to a lot of people, having people on here, and it's funny as I'm having the conversations, I'm like, I'll save you the story. I know everyone's like the next big thing in LA, so just like if you want to come by, come by. But that's interesting. And so so the writers write the script, and then who like hires the actors, or who vets like the actors if like they're the right character for the role?
So have you ever seen a call sheet, if you will?
Not really.
So there's like casting director, they'll do the casting. There's a line producer that'll do the budget. They'll read through the entire script and then understand what's going to be necessary to actually execute each scene.
Called a line producer?
The line producer does that part.
So it's like the budget, like the finances?
The budget, yep, exactly. So there's literally a position for each step of the way.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, man.
And so then the line producer, so the casting director is like starts the process of going through everybody, getting the characters, maybe hiring them or offering them a role. Then the line producer goes through like, okay, this is what it's going to take for this set, these outfits, this like everything to cameras.
Well, outfits are handled by the costume designer, and then under the designer is a supervisor, and under the supervisor is a key costumer. Then there's set costumers, which is what I did a lot of, being on set. There are shoppers, there's cutter, fitters. This is just one department.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah, so it starts at the top, though. Like, usually when you go into a set and you get the vibe of the overall set, it starts with the producers, like what kind of precedent they're setting. They set the parameters, essentially.
And so it's line producer, and then what other like producers are there? Who's like the top of the like? So there's like you said, the casting
like executive
director?
producers. There's line producers, associate producers, co-producers. There's different positions. But I've been on sets where they call it like a skeleton crew, where it's just a few people, and they're able to make it work. You know, at the end of the day, like there's a quote I heard once where like, even if you shoot a shot and it hits the backboard, it'll still be worth 2 points. You know,
100%, yeah.
So there's many different ways to go about it. There's no like right way.
Yeah.
What matters is what's on the screen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's important to have sound also.
Yeah.
Sound is super important, man. That's why I like that I like these mics that you have.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah, I love working with Shure. Like even with the on set, like the Shure transmitters, I prefer them over like the Electrosonics.
Are they similar where like they need like a huge preamp boost, like or?
I don't know. I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with not knowing. I could give you an answer, but I don't think it would be the best answer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be general and say I love Shure. I love
They're good.
I love their products.
They work good.
They work well. The transmitters are smaller.
Yeah.
And more comfortable for the actors.
Nice.
That's very important when you're.
You gotta like hardwire them in and boom.
Yep.
Oh damn.
Depending on the project, like some projects I'll only be a utility, which the utility is only responsible for the second boom and then wiring all the actors and then doing all the paperwork, whereas the boom operator is strictly booming on set. So I also work in a lot of commercials where I'll just be the boom operator. It'll just be like the mixer and the boom op.
Yeah.
The question that you asked me earlier where I said, I don't know, the mixer would know the answer to that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not a mixer.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. Man, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many politics. And like for me, and it's just so dense. And like I come from that approach of what you said. It's like whatever's on the screen, right? Like, and I have these resources, like whatever, our team, and this is what we could put up on the screen. And we kept like putting up, we probably did like, and we didn't have like any professional writers or anything, right? So that could have been a thing. Our production is like, I feel like we're pretty good, but I mean, everyone's biased, right? And we did like 4 or 5 short kind of concept trailers. They were mostly reality TV shows, and it was just so much effort and it was so much work to like have that final product of like a 4-minute trailer, and it was expensive too, like because I have to pay all my staff, like for their time and stuff. So after like hitting that much rejection, I was like, oh, man, this shit. I'm not fucking with this, like like I think I personally lost the love of that dream, and it was just like it wasn't making me money. It was so hard, and I think that's maybe why a lot of people don't do it, like right. And it's so challenging that I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing, like on the work side. So I have a lot of respect for that, and that's why I was asking like how you as a producer now are approaching kind of like getting that stuff on the screen. So like. So now once you have like the team and you're kind of like executing, then like what goes next on like the business side to get it to like a network?
The financing?
Yeah.
That's the next step. Like finding how are you going to pay for everything, whether it's going to be through a private financier or it's going to be through the traditional channels.
What's traditional?
Like going to a network where, for example, like Stranger Things, I think it's with Netflix.
Yeah.
And I believe Netflix owns the rights. Right, so that's the traditional route where there's another party involved and you don't necessarily have the final say unless you do it completely independent, which usually has a smaller budget unless there's like a private
Investor.
financier. Yeah.
So if you were gonna go, so what are like the kind of pros and cons of each? Like if you were gonna go with the network or a private financier.
Ownership.
Really? Like
Yeah,
who
ownership.
owns it?
Yeah, that's like the main difference between the two. Like, do you want to own what you're making? Some people, like a lot of actors, don't. It doesn't matter. Like as long as they get to act and just be in the show, and hopefully they get a second season. Hopefully, but if you want to. Yeah, it's just ownership is what it comes down to.
And is that like the most lucrative or like what? Like
yeah,
what?
of course. When you own it, you can you have more. You can sell it. You can essentially lease the project to different networks after a period of time. You know, like an option contract. So option contract, like in the stock market, for example, is like the right but not the obligation to buy 100 shares of a stock.
Yeah,
it's like a stock option. That same term is used in TV and film where a script can be optioned, which essentially gives a studio the right to your script, like for a certain amount of time, to where no one else can make that story. Only they have the first like rite of passage, if you will, for a set amount of time. And in the meantime, they still pay you monthly as they hold on to your script.
Oh, what?
Whether they make it or not.
Oh, wow.
And then let's say that time expires, you can then extend it, or you have the option to take that same project to another place.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole ass, like, kind of hustle, right? Like somebody's just developing scripts and then. So, or go ahead.
No, yeah, I guess so. It is a hustle.
Yeah, somebody's job.
Someone just get options. Never make anything. That's a strategy for sure.
Word?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. So, all right. So, like, what does it take to, like, either do you have to film, like, a trailer, like, and show it to a network or a financier? Or, like, how can those two, whatever option you go with, like, how can you get them to be like, all right, yeah, I'm fucking with this?
Right. So, in my case, we actually do have a trailer that's not public. We never released it to the public. But the trailer was instrumental in getting into some of those doors to build the team that I have now. I definitely put up my own money to produce. There's even to produce the trailer. Yeah. And that trailer is what made it more accessible for people to see the vision, to see the world without even having to read the script. But yeah, that's definitely the tactic that I took. I don't know what everyone else is doing, but that was my strategy for sure. It helped a lot just to have the proof of concept, you know?
Yeah, I think so. It makes the most sense, right? Like, how you gonna tell me about some shit that you don't even know?
Right. It's easier to just see it, you know? Just to watch it and say, oh, okay, I like this.
Is there like a strategy to make a trailer kind of be like so enticing? They're like, I gotta fuck with this.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a strategy. I can show you our trailer, though, after this if you want to check it out.
Yeah,
and I think it's good, and I have great taste. So
let's go.
No, facts. I do. And this is not just me saying it. It's been verified, like, time and time again from different parties, you know?
And so, like, how does this, like, coexist with music? Is music more just, like, you just do it for fun whenever you got time? Or is it, like, a serious kind of career path kind of like this?
Music is... So I love the English language, and I love being creative. And some would say music is in my blood, if you will. My grandfather made the song "Put a Little Love in Your Heart."
Oh, word?
And before I even knew that he made that, I was already making like music. Music has been my vehicle for therapy. It's reached the lives of other people. In fact, you're from Vegas, so you know about Evo? Yeah. You know Evo. So in 2008, I was the first performer at Evo when it was at the Flamingo. Oh, wow. Which in an auditorium. Okay. And the reason why I was the first performer is because I made a song called Gigaton Punch in like 2007 or something. From that song, I landed my first record deal with Capcom, which is they make Street Fighter, Mega Man. Oh, dope! And if you watch the official Street Fighter documentary, I'm in there as one of the people, I guess, who's part of the FGC, part of the fighting game community, who understands the inner workings of it. fast forward, when we got the deal, Capcom essentially paid me to make a project entitled Capcom Presents Fight Money. And that project is what allowed me to then start touring Japan.
Oh, sick.
From that project. It's just like
that's crazy.
Just like I said, leveraging factor. And then from there, I'm like, all right, the Japanese were the people that paid me my biggest check. So now I'm Moto Nihongo ga zozu ni haneseru ni naritai desu.
Hai.
Hai. Hajime
Sodesune.
Sodesune.
So.
Boku no namae wa Tero desu. So like out of respect, I just cause and effect is how my life has been going. I just see what happens, whether it's good or bad, and then leverage it into the next situation.
Man, that's so dope. How long did you spend in Japan?
I've been 5 times, and again, how long? I don't know, man.
Yeah, but like you spent some time over there. Your Japanese is pretty good.
Thanks, man. I'm just still learning, you know?
Yeah, my wife is half Japanese, so yeah.
Sugoi. Sugoi.
What do they call it? I can't remember. Foreigner.
Gaikoku.
Gaiko. Yeah. But yeah, so her whole family moved to Japan, so they're all out there.
What
so
part?
We tried. So her parents are in Shimane. It's like the country. It's like far.
Okay. Is that by like Funabashi?
It's pretty. It's like 3 hours away from Kobe.
Okay.
So
I've never been to either.
Yeah, it's cool out there. And then her sister's in Tokyo and her brother's in Tokyo too. Not Tokyo, but just like I forget the suburb outside of Tokyo. Basically Tokyo. But that's dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
The Japanese culture.
I love Kyoto. It's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
in Osaka and Kyoto.
Yeah, they're very nice. I've only been to Japan once, but we spent like 30 days out there, so like a whole solid month.
Nice.
Man, Japan. If I could retire out there, which we could.
You could.
Yeah,
you literally could.
Right now, the exchange rate is like super favorable too, so it's like it's really dope out there. I love it. It's just the work out here. I feel like I haven't finished my mission out here yet.
Right.
But I think we'll probably end up out there eventually.
That'd be so cool, man.
It's beautiful. I love the country and the culture. When I first went, it was like a time warp, or like this has been here the whole time. Like what the fuck? Like it was like stepping into a different universe.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I've been missing out.
Yeah, right. They're so advanced, man.
Yeah.
So advanced. You know, video game culture too, derives from out there. So that's why I love gaming and music, so I just felt like it was my second home when I was over there. People were so nice, respectful.
It's beautiful. Man.
Yeah,
After so nice, so respectable, everything's so affordable, and then when I got back, I was like, man, fuck Americans. Like, everyone's so mean and rude and expensive. I was like, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Or trying to be like, in Japan, if you're standing in someone's way, they'll literally like wait for you to notice. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. In America, they're like, yo, get out the fucking way. I'm like, whoa, It's like the cultural differences is crazy.
Not facts.
It's crazy, bro. So, all right, my bad. We got sidetracked on Japan.
It's cool. It's a great place. I was going to say, like, one time it was raining, pouring down rain, and a couple walked by and they gave me an umbrella. I was like,
bro,
like, how is this possible?
That's...
Like, where...
It's literally, same thing happened with us. We were walking. I think we were in Osaka, and it was me, my wife, my daughter, and a guy just came up to us and gave us an umbrella. I was like, what? That's so kind.
That's too kind.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I don't have anything to give you back. It's incredible. Yeah, I love it out there. We got to go back soon. We're supposed to go this year, but her family's actually coming to stay with us in December for a month, so it'll be cool to host them. It's always nice. They like to experience like the quintessential American stuff, like so they want to go to McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and like that type of shit. I'm like, I don't want to go there, but I'll take you. So it's always fun. But all right, so where are we at? So producing the show. How's that been going, bro? Like where are you at? Like are you already like Oh yeah, so that's where we're at. So you got the trailer. You've gotten to like the next steps.
Yeah.
What's next?
Now we're getting a showrunner. We're like solidifying who's going to be our showrunner.
And the showrunner is like the operations of like running it?
Yeah. They're very key. They're very essential to having everything play out. Once you have your showrunner, we have our producers, then you have a complete package, and then you can essentially get financing. Like that's like the route that I'm taking at least. But we're like securing the showrunner. We have a couple options. We have one person that we're looking at who hopefully comes on board.
So when you're like working amongst several producers, is there like a principal, like in real estate development they call him the principal, but like the main person who like will sway the decision, or is it like more like a democracy where like everyone has to agree to like go a certain direction?
The way that our team has been sort of like literally a team, a basketball team or a football team, and there's 3 producers that are very experienced that we have on board, and we've sort of just been like following their lead, you know, because they've done what the writers and myself, what we want to achieve. They've already achieved it many times, and we all have a say, like in every decision. We all come together. There's like a total of 8 of us in these meetings that we have on a regular basis, and so it's been like a democracy, I guess. You could say.
That's dope. And so like, is there like, and again, you don't have to answer this like for your project or whatever, but is there like always like, not always, but like a specific amount that like you calculate, like, so okay, we need to do a season that's like 8 episodes based off what like the line producer says it's going to be like X amount, and does that like vary, or how does that vary, or do you try to stay like keep it under, like, is there more likely to like be like, okay, we could fund $1 million versus like a $10 million, or is it like, how does that work maybe?
So all of the like financing, I leave it to my attorney.
Oh yeah,
that's what he does for a living. That's what he's been doing probably before I was born. Like literally. So I just like let them do that part.
Yeah.
Before I got to the situation that we're in now, where I have these guys part of the team helping out, we originally were thinking, $100,000 would be good enough to shoot the pilot. And so I met up with a line producer from a Nickelodeon show from the past, and he sat down with me and broke down exactly how far 100K could go for making a project. And then I recently did a movie with Chris Pratt, actually. It hasn't came out yet. It's called Mercy. And one of the like assistant directors on there was explaining to me like budgets, and I learned that like a low budget, like $7 million is like low budget. I didn't know that before. I was like, $7 million is low budget. So it's been a really eye-opening experience for me, because I've been working below the line essentially,
right?
And producing's above the line. So what's gonna make me stand out as a producer is knowing the below the line, like the back of my head, knowing how that works, so that when I am above the line, I'll be able to communicate more effectively, and like I literally know how a set works.
Right.
Whenever I'm like networking, I like to I've worked on the sets of Singleton, of Spielberg, of Tarantino, of all these, James Cameron. All of these people, and I just learned. So I know earlier you asked if it was just a job for me. It's more like, it's like school as well. Yeah. It's educational, because the man that introduced me to this whole thing, he produced The Hangover, which is one of the most successful. Iconic. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, he didn't reach out to me for no reason. He believed that I had the potential to do something great. Yeah. And so every time I'm working on these other sets, I'm like gaining information. And now this show that I'm producing is going to allow me to have the opportunity to show what I've learned, Yeah. And I'm still learning like every day. There's so much I'm learning every meeting that we have. I'm learning something new.
And so like while you're producing this show, how do you like get like regular gigs and shit, like for like, I don't know.
Still through my contacts. Like I'm still doing sound. Like now I'm still doing sound. I have
You still doing costume too?
I'm still in the union. I haven't did a costume job probably in like, I think the last job I did was like a commercial or Michael Jackson movie. I worked on that.
Oh, word? That was a minute ago though.
And costumes. Well, they just started reshoots.
Oh, okay.
I think they might be done now.
Oh, okay,
the movie hasn't came out yet.
Oh, okay.
That's an Antoine Fuqua's movie.
Oh, okay, dope.
But that was like when I worked on it, I think it was like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Whereas
I was thinking of the other, the Michael Jackson like one or whatever. I think
the
like
American Dream one.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Now they have a new one
Oh,
coming
okay,
out.
okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know
his
that.
nephew's playing him.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tight.
gonna be dope. I did a lot of shopping on that thanks to. I have a friend named Sheila. She's like an amazing designer. She got me on board there.
Oh, sick.
She did all the fabric sourcing for like Black Panther.
Oh, dope.
1 and 2.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, it just goes back to your community or like your context.
Yeah.
The last sound job I did was last week, and I have a movie at the end of this month that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop what I'm producing. It's just I still need income to
to live.
to live essentially. Yeah.
Man, that's dope. And is it like all over California or like most of the jobs like in a certain
I work
area?
mostly LA.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
So you come out this way all the time? It's regular?
Yeah. It's nothing, man. You know,
Yeah.
electric cars, charge.
HOV the whole way.
Yeah, exactly.
Slide.
Easy.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's dope though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, like just off your Instagram, I didn't know you did all this. I just thought you just
I
did
keep
music.
it low key.
You know what I mean? So like knowing that you do all this is really dope. And Threads is such a powerful resource, bro. Like I've met so many dope people just from like posting like, hey, who wants to do this? And the whole purpose is to like promote the space. Like we're brand new to LA. Our home base is in Vegas. And so I'm trying to connect with just as many. I have no community out here, you know what I mean? So I'm just like trying to build relationships and get to know people and shit. And so it's so dope that like, I mean, that you came all the way out here. Like, you know, I'm super grateful, and to learn about like your career in the film industry and like, and your music is super dope, bro. I'm just like really grateful that you came all the way out here for us.
Yeah, man. I saw it as an opportunity to learn. Like I'm learning about you. Like maybe you're learning some things about me.
Yeah.
And plus your Las Vegas connect is really interesting to me because I recently wrote a script that there's an investor attached to it that they put up $400K. They say they have $400K for the script that I wrote, which
dope.
is considered low budget still.
Yeah.
But it's a step, and it's Las Vegas based.
Dope.
The script takes place in Vegas.
Bro,
So
whatever you need in Vegas, I'm kind of important out there.
Okay,
yeah,
dope.
like
That's
I
good
got
to know, man.
I got a lot of connects, a lot of people, and what's dope about, I mean, I grew up my whole life out there, and like I'm at the stage in my career where like all the casino executives, all like the like people that used to be the gatekeepers now are like becoming my peers. Like I'm starting to elevate in society out there where like I know all the gatekeepers, everyone. I have personal relationships like everywhere.
Nice.
And just from being there my whole life, it's a lot smaller than LA, and like, you know, me being in media, I have a lot of attorneys out there that are our clients, and so locations, sets, people, resources, camera ops, like I got everything out there. So like we have our staff, we have 11 people on our production company, and then we have 6 people here who work at the pod place. But yeah, more so like connections, bro. I'm really, really well connected out there. So whatever you need, locations.
No,
anything.
for sure. I would love to share the script I'm talking about with you because it's based on Evo. And
okay.
The owners of Evo, they're Cannon brothers. They basically gave me permission to shoot there.
Oh, sick.
And you know, Evo is now in Japan and France. They're doing this year. And recently, Evo was purchased by 2 companies. I believe one of them's Indian based called Nodwind Gaming.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that the actual founders gave me permission to shoot there is what inspired me to write the script. There's a Las Vegas investor we could talk about off camera who put up a number. So I'm like, all right, this is in distribution.
Oh,
a
dope.
number in distribution.
So he's connected to like some distribution?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So those are like technically, would be like an executive producer on it? Or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He would be an executive producer.
Okay.
Usually the person that puts up the bread can be whatever they want to be. Really,
I want to be a sound designer.
No, facts, man.
Whatever you want, dog.
Whatever you want.
Hey, pull up.
Exactly. You put the bread up, or you could be. You could be in it.
Yeah, you could be in it.
You know,
man. That's something I've been. So you know who I recently met? Do you know who Taylor Sheridan is?
Taylor Sheridan.
Producer of Yellowstone. I think he owns it, and he owns like the ranch. Yeah. So I met him. Dude, I still do. Again, I own 2 organizations, fairly successful. I still do freelance videography gigs, whatever. Like, right. So he has this like. It's not like rodeo. It's called like reining, just like a horse show. They do horses and cowboy shit. So he owns a big horse show, and they had a crazy budget, bro. They wanted like They wanted, I think we had 8 videographers. Yeah, it was six videographers, and we paid them each like $8,000. Like they had a crazy budget, and I was like, fuck yeah, we'll do it. And I was one of the videographers. I was like, let me take some of it to the dome, like, you know? And nice. I got to meet him. I had no idea who he was, but like after like seeing his story is kind of dope. Like he was like tried acting, failed. He was like, I think in his 50s, like, and he wrote he wrote I think Sicarios or something, and sold that, and then Yellowstone took off, and then it's like, so it's kind of a testament to this, like, bro, if you keep persistent, you just stay on it, like, you never know, like, how big you could blow up. And so
Facts.
I didn't know he was important either. Like, I was just chopping it up with him, like, and they were starting to tell me, like, oh yeah, he owns this and does that. I was like, oh, that's cool. I think people, when you're anchored as a human, like, you know who you are, and you just chop it up with anybody, like, people respect that, because people get all Hollywood or like starstruck or whatever, and like, I'm sure like being on sets and talking to celebrities or important people, it's like, if you're just down to earth and you're just chopping it up, like, people are just like, talk to you like they're humans, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
fear gets in the way of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But just like, dude, we're all have blood inside of us. Like,
we're just humans, bro.
Temporary vessels.
For now, yeah.
For now,
So you never know what. So hopefully, I don't know if that'll ever turn into anything. They're like, we want to work with you guys again. So we'll see. Who knows? Yeah. I was trying to get on the show. I was like, yo, how do I get on Yellowstone, bro?
As an actor?
Yeah. I was like, what do I got to do? That's what I kept telling. I was fucking with him. I was like, what do I got to do to be on Yellowstone? He's like, talk to Ashley. I was like. She was like, you're never going to get on Yellowstone. I was like, what the fuck? She's like, you got no cowboy audience. Or Aquarian. I was like, so what the fuck? Like, I can get one. Like, put me on the show. I have one.
All you need is a hat, man.
Yeah.
Hat and bandana.
You need a hat and wardrobe, and we're good to go.
Yeah, man. Hit me up for that. I did
Westworld.
We got Emmy nominated.
Oh, let's go.
Season 1 Westworld.
Let's go.
Shout out to Ann Crabtree. She's a designer on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need a hat. Hats are expensive, bro. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a hat. They were like $500. I was I'm not trying to buy a hat for $500.
Yeah, man. A lot of clothes on these shows are rented because of that. Yeah, a lot of them are rented.
Can you like leverage like sponsorships? Like, hey, we'll put your shit in here.
Of course, that happens all the time. Yeah, my brands would send their products over.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this, but as a wardrobe customer at this point in my life, I have access to any apparel needs that you may have.
What? That's crazy.
Any shirts, hoodies, sweaters. I have a partner down in San Diego who runs a factory that can provide high-quality prints. So in 2013, I hosted an event for Jay-Z, LeBron, and the Boys and Girls Club in Sprite. Dope. And I didn't audition for that. I didn't try out. They literally contacted me based off my YouTube channel.
Oh, sick.
I went there, hosted the event, did a great job. Fast forward till today, I still have a relationship with the LA Boys and Girls Club, the director there. And I have a friend, he's Dr. Dion Washington. His daughter is like in 4th grade, and she's a musician. And she happens to know about my music growing up. She's like a fan. So she made a song, and she wanted me to be on the song with her.
Oh, that's dope.
And I laid a verse down, and now I took that to the LA Boys and Girls Club director, and they liked the song. So then I put 2 and 2 together. I had one of my graphic designers make a shirt that essentially encourages the youth to focus on math, reading, science, and the arts. Because in America, the kids are behind in a lot of these subjects compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So now we have this shirt that represents this positive meeting. And because there's like thousands of clubs across the USA, including Vegas, it presents an opportunity to where if someone were to invest into, like, donate to the Boys and Girls Club, they'll get a receipt for tax purposes.
Right.
This is a 501. But at the same time, it'll allow the team to work to make those garments. And I'm making a shirt very like a designer shirt, very like high quality.
So.
But yeah, man, it's just like the costume world, like, I look at it like I didn't do all that costume work for nothing.
Yeah.
I need something to show for it.
Yeah.
And so now whenever anyone needs any type of merch, I'm available to facilitate that.
Yeah. You know what I really admire about just you and your story and everything is, like, I think you could always gauge where, like, someone's at. Like, when it comes to Hollywood or whatever, it's like they have like an idea of how things are or how they should be or what they are. Like someone's gonna put them on or they're gonna do something, and I feel like what I admire about you is like you're just in it, like making plays, doing things, like, you know what I mean, just moving forward. And I think that with life, business, Hollywood, any of that shit, like that's what it really is. It's not like what like people think it is and like this image or like this thing about it. It's just like keep making the next play, keep getting it, being in the game, like the next play, and that gets you, you know, to your desired outcome. Where like I think some people, like you said, like someone could be like, oh, I know how to produce a show, I gotta do ABC, I know XYZ, and then like they don't do nothing. It's like, bro, it's like you have to just do it.
You have to. Yep. Take the leap of faith.
So that's what I like. Again, I admire about you is like you're just out here doing it. You know what I mean? However you could leverage your skills. Like, fuck it, you're doing audio. Hey, I'm gonna meet somebody important on set of something. You know what I mean? So like, that's dope. So I think that's really dope, and I think it's really cool what you're doing. And so when's the show airing? Like, how are we gonna manifest this motherfucker hitting? And where is it gonna hit? Like, ideally, in a perfect world.
So we're thinking about. This is crazy to just say it out loud, but we're looking at like FX. It seems like a good home.
Okay,
it's like it's kind of one of the options that we're looking at.
Nice,
but I don't have any definitive answers per se.
However, the universe.
I do have a script that you could read. I do have the trailer, and you could see for yourself that this is. And also we have the story written, so it's going to span 5 seasons. We have the whole Bible, what they call it.
Oh, wow.
The story Bible. And that's also pretty important when you're trying to get financing. One day can see that, hey, where the whole story is going to go. It's not just
where it ends.
Where it ends. It's not just like, hey, here's one script. But when you actually know what you're doing, you have the whole plan.
Yeah.
I found that people respect that more because it's like,
for sure. It's like thought out. You know what I mean? It's not like, we'll figure out how to get episode 2.
Yeah. Nah, you have to have a plan because everything's like broken down that way.
Man, that's dope. Yeah. So what's like next for you, like how do you see the next like kind of like 5 years playing out for you?
So I know that, like I said, at the end of the month I'm continuing a movie that I started just the other week. We did one day, then we're gonna finish at the end of the month. I'm a sound guy on that one, and in the meantime my TV series, we're still getting the showrunner. That's going to lead to the financing. That's going to lead to production. I know that the show is going to be like successful because it's needed. It's like we're filling a void that's out there in television.
Nice.
And I would say like the show Atlanta crawled so that we can walk, essentially. Like it's kind of like in that area.
Let's go.
So I know that the next 5 years of my life, a lot of it's going to take place with that show. But then my Vegas film, and then I have an animated series. I have like literally seven different projects that I want to produce.
Nice.
And yeah, that's just the life that I decided to do. In the meantime, still making music.
Let's go.
I may go on tour here in Germany. I have a meeting on Monday to learn about that.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
super dope.
It is. That's the only way I've traveled. Like all these countries is because of the music. It's literally the opportunities come to me because I put out the music, and the music's positive. There's no profanity in it.
Yeah,
and it's actually like smart music.
Yeah,
it's fun. You know. It's I've got cosigns from my heroes like Lupe Fiasco is like one of my. He's I've known him since 2008. He recently told Bun B that I was nice. Like he told me at Complex Con.
Yeah.
He introduced me to Bun B. I thought, wow. Then Andre 3000 put me in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, dope. And then this one of my favorite things. Ye once told me that I inspired him, and he told me that in London.
Nice.
And for me, these are my Grammys. Like these are, you know, I worked for on a Pharrell commercial before, and got me my first diamonds in my mouth right now.
Let's go.
These are like in my mind, these are my Grammys and accolades, and it's not public, but that's okay. It's like it gives me enough energy to keep going, so I can like essentially raise global consciousness through the art.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and you don't need like if you have the self-validation, like I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like you know, your experiences are how you validate yourself. Like you know, and like I said, that's what's admirable is like. It's not like, oh, one day I'm going to meet Ye. It's like you've made plays through just doing the actions that get you those, those cosigns. And it's like a lot of people, like I said, you could gauge where they're at based off like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this one day, I'm gonna do that. It's like there's no like magical place like I made it. It's always it's just like doing the shit, and then you look and you're like, whoa, I got like some cool contacts. I've done some cool shit. I'm some people might think I've made it, but like, you know, you're always on the progression path, and so that's what I like is like that you're doing it, like, you know what I mean? So it's like
trying every day what I can do, you know, and knowing that there's someone better than me out there all the time, just putting in honest work.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it comes down to, like doing everything you can, and you know.
Yeah, bro, just adding value, like, right? Like
adding value, yeah, exactly.
Adding value.
I have a resume that I've been sending out lately on Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, and it's called the Add Value Resume.
Oh,
yeah, literally.
For like gigs or for like
just for I've been looking for like some partnerships. You know, like with the Street Fighter movie coming out, I've been trying to figure out how I can get on that soundtrack. I want to get on that soundtrack. The Boys and Girls Club thing that I got going on. I've just been reaching out to different people, trying to raise income.
Yeah.
The more income that I have, the more I can hire people to make art, to make production. So that's like literally every day. That's what I'm I guess what's the word? Programmed.
Yeah.
That's how I'm programmed.
They say the more hands you shake, the more money you make. So you're just shaking hands, bro, trying to shake as
virtually,
many hands.
yep.
Yeah, as many. Man, I love that. And like that stops a lot of people too. It's like the fear of rejection. Like, yeah, so what? Like you send out 100 messages and 90 might not fuck with you, but like 10 might answer and 1 might say yes. Like,
right.
That's what it takes. Like, you know what I mean? And if you don't do it, like, you're not gonna get nowhere. You know what
facts.
I mean? So,
and I genuinely, when someone doesn't reach or respond, I see it as their loss. I don't see it as a loss for me. I see it as that's their loss. You know?
Yeah.
Even with even like when meeting people on like celebrity, I worked with a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
And some people would tell me, "Wow, you're so lucky you got to work with so and so."
Yeah.
And I tell them, "No, they were lucky they got to work with me." Actually, and I really believe that. And I know that's like looked down upon, but I'm like, no, man, I'm a worthy person too. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff, man. And so it's all perspective, really.
Bro, you know what? There's this book that I have like our staff read. It's called The Happy Pocket Full of Money, and I just started rereading it again, and there's this part that gave me so much refreshing energy. It's like value, like let's say a Lamborghini or whatever. Without you, the Lamborghini is not worth anything. Because, like, who's going to experience the Lamborghini? Like, the Lamborghini is not shit. It can't do anything. But you being able to drive it then adds value to the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini doesn't give you any value. You're the one that gives the Lamborghini value. So it's like, it's exactly what you're saying. So, like, you know what I mean? You're the source of value. And, like, when you meet people, it's like, yeah, they're lucky to have met you. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone, because if you're, like, doing good, like you're saying, adding value, inherently every human has this. But, like, you know what I mean? I know, like, we're all technically equal and all that shit, but some people are, you know, doing more.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, but yeah, so it's dope. It was really refreshing to me because I was like, man, you don't have to like try to be like, oh, I need this or that. It's like this or that ain't worth shit without a human's attention or your value. So
what's the name of that book?
Happy Pocket Full of Money.
Happy Pocket Full of Money.
It's kind of it's kind of like the first chapter is like kind of like tries to hit the mark of like the title, like kind of talks a little bit about money, but then after that it's really just mostly spiritual stuff, like esoteric, like quantum physics and stuff, and how like the universe works. So then once you understand how the universe works, then you could like attract kind of type shit. It's cool. It's a cool book.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
But
I love reading, man.
Yeah. What do you normally read?
Lately, I've been studying for an exam that I want to take. It's called the Series 65 exam.
What's that for?
It's about the what's it called? Investment advisor. To be an investment advisor representative.
Oh, okay.
It's based on like the Investment Advisement Act of 1940. And it's kind of interesting because, you know, in order for someone to be a financial advisor, they're held to a standard by the financial regulatory authorities, as well as the what is it called? I'm drawing a blank here, but they're held to a standard.
Like the SEC or
yes, the Securities Exchange Commission. They're held to a standard to where if they were responsible for making their client lose money, they could be, you know, persecuted. They're legally responsible, and I love that like the Act of 1940 is what legitimized it, and I wish that same type of construct existed in art, to where
Whoa.
you know what I mean,
That's
where there was
crazy.
like it was regulated, like no, this is actually the value here is actually legit, and
Like in what sense? Like if you like made some like art that like influenced people to go jump off a bridge or something. Like I mean, but that's how powerful media is.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of it like that, but that's a good point. I just meant like so that people can just inherently trust you, you know, because when you go to like Charles Schwab or you go to Fidelity and you have your money and you say, hey, help me with this, you like trust them because they've passed that exam.
Right.
You know, they have some type of clout, if you will. Whereas in art, it's like you're kind of just use your own determining factors. Like, am I going to allow this person to, let's say, write a song for me? Or you know, in the past, one of the artists I wrote for, his name is Yemi Yemi AD. He's from the Czech Republic. He's on the cover of Forbes magazine. And he put out his only music album, and I wrote maybe 90% of the lyrics on there. But in order to reach that space, it took like a year and a half of vetting. Like he had to see what kind of person I was. I had to undergo difficult situations and see how I problem solved to get. But then eventually he trusted me enough to brought me to a castle out in the Czech Republic and.
You said a castle?
No, literally a castle.
Dang.
There was just like absinthe. There was unlimited food, and it was him, myself, and this lady named Laura Escade. She's a violinist, and we just cooked up the album, and it came from earning the trust through time, and you know, whereas when you go invest your money somewhere, you don't know the person at all. You know that they're with Charles Schwab. And they have the accolades.
Right.
And they have what's it called? There's a form that you need to have. I forget the name.
Series C or Series something?
Well, there's a form. So the Series 65 is a test, but there's essentially like each investment advisor representative has a card that shows all of the bad that they've did.
Word?
Yeah, and it also shows your what's it called? AUM.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm learning about it right now just to learn more about money because I know I'm gonna have more than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I want to know the different
That's
vehicles and
smart.
Be prepared.
So is that why that was my question, is why you're like getting that license or like taking that exam?
Just educating myself.
No
So I know right now I know enough to where if I were given 100,000, let's say,
like profit like to the dome.
Yeah, let's say 20,000.
Yeah.
I know how to flip it within like 2 months to get 100K or like more.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what to do in the market, whether it's good or bad. Like you know,
bro, money is like the money markets, like specifically, I feel like I don't know shit about it. Like my only strategy in money market is dollar cost averaging. So just literally I just take like X amount, it's like $250 a week, and I just put it into ETFs. And then I've been trying to like I fucking haven't trusted crypto. Like I have such a like fucking disdain for crypto. It's like I see how like important it's becoming, but every time I decide to like put money in crypto, it, like tanks, and I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
So like, but I need to take the same approach where it's just like keep dollar cost averaging. Doesn't matter what the market's doing, just keep putting it in there, and then like over enough time it builds like wealth and compounds. And so I used to have this like limiting belief. I don't know what it was. Like I would get my account, like my I just use Robinhood. I don't have like like anybody. I just do it myself. And I would get my Robinhood to like a certain amount, which was low. Like let's say $5,000. And every time I'd get to like $5,000, I'd figure out a reason why to like pull it out or like spend it or do something with it or not trust the market. And then so it took me a long time to like get past that point, and now I just treat it like a bill. It's like I put my $250 a week into this ETF account, and it just like goes and goes and goes, and it's kind of cool. Like every month we look at it and it's like, oh look, it grew. And then like at the end of every year we're like, oh look, we made fucking whatever, we invested $12,000 this year. Like whoa.
Yeah, that's
and then
smart,
so
man.
like you just keep doing that. Like I just wish I would have done that at a younger age. I'm gonna be 35 this month, so like I wish I would have started doing that at like
Yeah.
Even like 25, but like, because compound interest is like, they say it's like the sixth miracle of men or whatever, man. But that's my understanding of money markets. Like, I don't have
ETFs
like
is a good, solid approach, man.
Yeah.
Just to treat it like
just safe.
Yeah, just save in there.
Yeah, that's kind of like my only understanding of it. But like, as far as like flipping money, like, man, I have ad spend is like my secret sauce. So like for every dollar I put into ads, I usually make 3. So
nice.
And this studio space in Vegas is like so we have the marketing firm. We're like, I feel like we started doing this in 2016 before like there was any like social media content firms. Basically, we go to a client, we make all their content, we like edit it for short forms, and then we like manage their social media, and then sometimes we run their ads like for them if that's what they want. But that's like our was the company. So I don't know what to ever call it, like a marketing firm, social media firm, whatever. Like that's was been my bread and butter for so long. And then in 2024 we opened up the studio in Vegas, and it just took off. And then we opened up this. We partnered with the real estate developers, and we're set to open up 8 next year. So like we're just moving on a freaking rocket ship. We're just like building similar to you. It's like how fast can we build the team, the corporate team, if you want to call it that. To get us to that. And there's a ton of challenges, a ton of investments. And so like for example, this place cost us $20,000 to make, and I put it out of my own pocket. But now I have to wait, like, okay, for every $1 I put in, I get 3 back. So now it's how fast can I get that $20,000 back? Like that's my method of flipping money. And then like hopefully in Vegas I did it in like 90 days, and here like we'll see how well it does. Our ads are doing really well, but like I got to figure out the LA market. Like, I don't understand the culture and like what people want. I feel like the ads currently have been attracting like online crackheads, if that makes sense. Like I was like, I don't even know crackheads had social media. Like what? Like what? Sheesh. Their responses are like so neurotic. Like I've never heard of such a thing. Like one person, I can't even remember what they said, but I was like, I don't even know what this means. I'm trying to get the recoup on the ad spend though. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how can I help you? Come to the studio. Yeah. So yeah, flipping money is a whole other adventure topic we could talk about.
I definitely. I want to tell you something off of this.
Yeah,
for sure,
bro. Well, we've been like an hour and 10 minutes,
no
bro.
Way.
Yeah, so
no way.
Yeah, bro. It's already 3:00.
Jeez, time flies.
Time flies, bro. So where could the people find you? Where is the best place to connect with you, dog? They want to make a movie. They want to make a record. They like what? Where do we get you at?
At Turbo T Double on Instagram.
Okay.
At Turbo T Double on Instagram. Scramble TV on YouTube. Either one of those. You can
hit the DMs. Hit the
DM.
email.
Yep. Just shoot a DM.
We'll get back to you.
Nah, literally. Yeah, we will get back to you.
Man, bro, appreciate you coming by,
thanks,
Turbo.
man.
Appreciate you so much.
Thanks for the invite. It was a great experience. First time doing this. So.
Word?
Yeah, first time ever. I never did anything like it. Thanks.
You did great. Yeah, bro. You've been on all kinds of sets. So.
Behind the scene, behind the camera though.
Yeah, that's true.
So this was cool, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.